Look at that guy. Oh, he's digging in there. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, yeah, he's just digging away. Look at that guy. He's like, man, this is some good nectar right here, man. You better believe it, man. Grade A. Grade A. Grade A nectar. Grade A nectar. You gonna sip on some of that? Where'd he go? Oh, he's taking a breather. Gotta take a little breather. He's looking straight at me. Let's see if I can get a good video of this guy. He said, no way. Real nectar's the best. Right on. Whoa! And with that, this is T-NocK. Welcome to SourceShield. Hey, I didn't know if I was even going to do a video. Turns out, we're doing a video. Again, welcome to SourceShield. I just got back from the gym. Saw that hummingbird out there just chilling, sipping on nectar. Let's get the bifocals here. There we go. Hey, let's take a boom. There we go. The garden greens, people. You're looking at hard work to build that. That wasn't there, trust me. Garden greens, folks. That didn't look like that either. Nor did all this. I am not showing off just to say, hey, check out what I got. That is what Source can do for people. Give you the motivation, inspiration, energy, all that to get the job done, get your projects done. Yep, T-NocK does that. I found God during my wellness journey, physical improvement journey. It all turned into a spiritual journey. Spiritual journey now, people. I was never one for spirituality. I didn't even know source was a term for God. Serious. Now, it's all about source. I just got back from the gym not too long ago. Swung by my in-laws' house, but not before. Got the pump on at the gym, dropped the kids off, sipping coffee, hit the gym. I got to get a lot of stuff in. I'm on a time schedule, okay? I'm on a time schedule. I've worked midnights for the past 17 years. So I have these windows of opportunity to get my stuff done. We're talking exercise, house chores, projects, kids stuff, deals with the school. I got two almost 18-year-old twin boys. 14-year-old stepdaughter, and like I said, working midnights, but I still get time, boom, to race some Hot Wheels. We're gonna have a playlist called Lanes and Gains. Lanes and Gains, people. We'll be racing Hot Wheels. Hey, I got the pin board back there. T-NocK knows how to have fun and be responsible. That is a skill. That is a developed skill that most people don't have either. They're just, hey, I want to do this, this, and this, and all they do is fill their day up with fun stuff. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. But you got to do the responsible stuff as well. You know that's right. And that's what T-NocK does. I have a good balance. It wasn't always like this, though, people. It wasn't always like this, okay? I did not have balance in my life. Too much alcohol, boom. Too much eating garbage food, too much garbage content, not enough focus on myself. And I've really started to figure out this matrix. And you know what? It wasn't just on my own. This was with the help of Michael from our Everyday Lives. Go check him out. That's Michael from our Everyday Lives channel. Jason from Archaics. Over the years, I've established these sources, these resources of knowledge and perspectives that I've never had before. And they didn't even interest me. Okay, they didn't even interest me until I reached a certain level of detoxification of my vessel. Are you hearing me? This is what I've been figuring out, people, for the past 6 years. Back when I was matrixed. I was a matrix potato. 260 pounds of bipedal waste. 260! I weighed 260 pounds! What? 260, T-NocK? What? No more. I'm at about 177. Lowest I got was 163. That is a grand total of 97 pounds of waste. Let me get in the light of this nice skylight. Whoa. That I added when I did the roof project. You think I was doing that when I was 260, people? No, I was not. Another reason to change your life for the better. Kick the alcohol. Kick the garbage foods. Hey, T-NocK, it's easier said than done. Hey, T-NocK, I could go nibble on a little bit of potato chips. I could go to this Buffalo Hot Wings on the weekend, can't I? I could swig a little bit of that whiskey, can't I, T-NocK? What's wrong with that, man? Look at yourself and then tell me what's wrong with that. Look at the people around you. Are there similarities in their day-to-day and your day-to-day? Are you all kind of on that hamster wheel? You got some pudge? You got some pudge around the stomach that you want to get rid of? You ain't going to do it doing those weekend swigs, weekend pizzas, weekend chipotles, weekend Burger Kings, weekend Carl's Jr., weekend, what else is there? Jack in the Box, you name it. There's so much stuff out there, and it can be delicious. No more. No more for T-NocK. I pulled myself away from that for the past 6 years. It's not easy. It's not easy, I understand. But I'm here to help you out, if you'll allow. So please hit subscribe, hit the like, don't hit it twice. It negates it. If you have trouble hitting that like button, just ask a friend, hey bro, can you hit that like button for me? Maybe they can manage. Just a suggestion. Because everybody knows it's important to hit the like, all that. It helps out content creators. And now look, I have a job. I have a matrix job, and I mentioned it earlier. It's 17 years on midnights. I don't want to go into detail what I do, but if I'm there for 17 years, I must either like it a lot, which I don't, or I must not hate it enough to quit. So I can't complain. I guess that's where I'm at now. And it took me a while to get there. Maybe you can relate. I hear it all the time there. Man, that guy bitches about this job so much, blah, blah, blah. He's been there 23 years. I don't want to be that guy. So I just go with the flow. I do my part. Try not to screw my coworkers over. But it's balance. You know, I'm not out there ass and elbows like I was in construction. But, whoa. Anyways, I don't know if this is going to be a Chronicles of T-NocK episode 1, or if this is just going to be a blah, blah, you know, whatever's off the top of the head. I'm doing a lap around the layer. We got some moles. I want to make sure they're just not sneaking up on me. Anyways, it's looking pretty good here. You're going to go. Yeah, we got some mole rodder action. What the heck are mole rodders, T-NocK? Well, let me tell you. There's a pack of 3 moles, and they have been tearing me back. So every morning after work, I like to come out here with my dogs. I call the regiment. We got Sheriff Frankson McGallops and Deputy Snarls. They're a couple of French bulldogs. Love them to death. Even though they eat their own poo at times, they bring me joy. Maybe they'll make a cameo appearance. We'll see. But, whoa, you're wondering what that is. That's a project for my son's senior year project. Making a bench and donating it to the school. So we always got something going on out here. Actually, I got to take that down because insurance company said you can't have that. So, you know, they got the drones and whatnot. And hey, there's that guy, what's his name? Thorne Bradley. He splits wood. Well, Thorne, I've been splitting wood for years. And look at what the moles did to that thing. It's leaning to the side. They undermined these legs on this wood rack. And it just... So, oh yeah, they're out to get me. These moles are serious. But I'm kind of like the caretaker, shepherd of the greens, just like my father's the shepherd of the sanctuary down south. It's healthy. It's good for someone to have projects. I think it's great to do gardening, yard work. You know, keeps you busy. And I notice I love gardening. It's nice to see stuff develop, stuff grow, much like I have over the past 6 years. But you have to tend to it. You got to be persistent. And that goes with yourself as well, come to think of it. You got to be persistent every single day. This exercise that I do, the dieting that I do, intermittent fasting that I do. Yeah, I'm working out here if I don't go to the gym. I want to be an example to my kids, to my family. A positive example, I should say, because there's some, let's face it, there's some garbage out there. And I don't want to be garbage. I don't want to be mierda, you know, for all my Espanols. I don't want to be a bipedal waste product. So I made it a point to change my life. And that meant kicking the alcohol, kicking the chewing tobacco, watching what I eat, watching what I watch. Yeah, this is all part of a spiritual awakening. And that's what happened. That's what happened. I didn't realize what happened to me. You know, I know I'm summing this up really fast, but I want to get people to know me just a little bit for right now. And then we'll go into detail. We'll go into some detail as these videos persist. That's my goal. You know, I have a job, but it doesn't fill that void. It doesn't feel like my purpose here. You know, and I try to be the best at whatever I do. And so I get close sometimes, and sometimes there's just that person that really is really good. But that's cool. I have things that I'm a professional in. I have things I'm not. You give me a math problem, I'm going to struggle with that. And look at that rogue hair. Look at that rogue that keeps catching my attention. And that's a gray hair, man. Whoa. I'll let that bug my viewers. Maybe I'll pluck it next time. Anyways, I wanted to check in. We got a lot going on here at the Garden Greens. I just want to make another appearance. Let the community know I'm building up steam, building up some steam. We'll get this going. I'm ready to help some people. I try to help people at work that are struggling with, you know, maybe it's a habit they're trying to kick or some weight they're trying to shed. I have people approach me and ask me questions, and you know, that makes me feel good inside because they're seeking advice from someone that they believe can help them out. And I view that as a gesture of respect. And so I try to help who I can out. I mean, I'm not a pro at anything. I don't have any degrees in anything. I just know I've personally gone through some major changes the past 5-6 years. And I've lived it. I'm not lying. I've been through a spiritual awakening. And it didn't happen until I cleaned my body. It didn't happen until I cleaned my body, people. Are you follow me? It wasn't like I sat down, closed my eyes, and I'm like, yeah, right on. No, it doesn't work that way. There's a lot of tears. There's a lot of uncomfortability. There's a lot of sacrifice of time, of friends, of family. Yeah, this is real. If you want to change your life, it's not easy, but it's not impossible. God awaits your efforts. Remember that. God awaits your efforts. That is fact. Fact. So, if you like what you see, if you want to see more, hit the like, subscribe. We'll try to get on here and do some more. I have the time. I'm just a busy guy. Like I said, I got a small window. I get off of work at 7. I take a little napper, get up around 11:30, And then let's just say from noon till 7 p.m., that's when I try to get my exercises in, progress on projects, petting the dogs, hanging out with the family, running errands, you name it. I mean, I got so much, not to mention cooking dinner. I mean, we don't get that fast food often. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Sometimes you get in a bind and, we got mouths to feed, but most of the time we're cooking some vegetables. We got that vegetable medley, some chicken, tri-tip, you name it. We try to eat on the healthy side. And, it's been paying off. I mean, I'd like to think I'm not lying. I mean, you don't get that munching on cheeseburgers. Not all day. Anyways, whoa, look at this. We got Deputy Snarl sleeping on the job here. What you think you're doing there, Deputy? Yeah, we're watching you. She's just watching my back. Anyways, stay tuned for more content. I might just be describing, how I found balance in my life. Maybe share some pointers that could possibly help you out. You never know. Maybe not everything I say will help you out, but you might take little bits and pieces and go, hey, I might try that. And you know what? That's progress. That is progress. Anyways, thanks for swinging by. Stay tuned. This makes me feel good. If you don't like it, keep scrolling. There's content out there for everybody, and this may not be for you, and that's fine. That's fine. But if it is, stick around, leave a comment, and we'll see how things go. Again, this is T-NocK, and this is SourceShield. Never let your light dim. T-NocK out.